In this video, I will going to show two of the updates that I made for the UI for AI. One is the UI changes. I changed it like this one. Okay, and another is if you are running it in a multi-terminal environment like I am doing. For example, I have installed Olama on my Windows machine while I'm developing this application in my WSL Ubuntu terminal. So here if you can see there is no Olama, and I added some code that checks all the existing model, and that's how it is populating the drop down. So if you see the server.js, I'm running an Olama list at the beginning, and using that I'm populating this models array. So that will show in the UI, and user can choose against which model they are going to run it. So running it from Windows machine, I will be able to see those options. But what about the WSL Linux? Since here it is not installed, and for models I could not find any API, because from Ubuntu Linux API were being called the localhost API for interacting with Olama's server. That was working from Linux also, even though Olama is not installed in the Ubuntu machine, but rather in the Windows one. So to fix that, what I did, I gave a second option, like if we are passing an argument as process.arg, then it takes that as the model name, just like it would run just like the previous one. So I can run like node server and then the model against which I want to run. Then the drop down will only show me this model, like I'm doing it here. So for example, if you see, right now I'm running my WSL Linux. If I refresh this, I am able to see only one model that I have passed as the argument, because it is not able to see the available models. But it will still work, because this generate response one, this one interact with using API, not using terminal, and it does not have any exact dependency. So if I write a C++ code to read from SQL DB, so it will be able to generate it against this model. Now let me show you how I will run it in Windows machine. So I will have to clone this repo. I'll go to my terminal. Okay, now I can run node. Okay, wait, it will be running the same port, so I have to stop that first. So I'll stop this instance, and okay. So now you can see it printed available models as these three. So now if I refresh this page, I can test it against all three. Okay, it looks like this CSS is having an issue, and the pop-up I'm not able to see the text, so I'll have to change that. So for options, I will copy this CSS. This is the select. I'll give for option. Use the same. I think border radius and box shadow border and the border radius are not required. Let me see. It's not reflecting. Looks like I'm making change in the WSL one while I'm running the Windows one, but the changes are not reflecting. So let me open this, stop this instance. So now I'm on the right one. So if I go to index.html of this, so I have to fix this, copy that value from I will add CSS for the options. We'll start it again. And now it is 5. So I will commit that change also, and it will be there in the